Okay, I started for the motherfucking bottom. My niggas tell me get 'em, I say you know that I got 'em. They always gon' be close, so don't forget if it's a problem. I live and die by, so you know that I'ma find ya. Okay, I started for the motherfucking bottom. My niggas tell me get 'em, I say you know that I got 'em. They always gon' be close, so don't forget if it's a problem.
Guys, we're here.
Yes,
we made it.
I can see all of you.
We're in 2020. It took us 10 plus years.
Exactly, this is episode 1 of Blerd Talk.
Is that really what we're naming this?
The Blerd Talk?
Blerd Talk.
It might as well be.
I guess so.
I'm cool with that. Blerd Talk.
So
it's better than Playhouse.
No, I really wanted Donatello's Playhouse, but James was kind of like not fucking with it.
Not at all.
No, that sounds like a porno.
I mean, when you really think about it, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But all right, so over here, topic of the day: rational villain or rational evil. James, I hope you got somebody.
Well, me, first off, villains, I mean, I gotta think about Joker. Like, he's like the classic. Yeah, I'm just saying, we just think about it. He just like the Joker, dude. It's the Joker down for me.
So you can relate?
I mean, if you think about it, because I was actually running this down, I was like, man, what villain could I really like think about? Because you got Frieza, domination all worlds. But you think about everybody's. Look, listen.
Relate to that you can relate to, bro.
Look,
that you can relate to, bro.
Oh my God, this is cool. I love it. I love it.
I'm gonna start off.
Look. I could kind of relate to it because I like the chaos, the chaos all over the place, man. It's just like you think about it, all you can do.
So I'm gonna start off. So
yeah,
the character, the villain I chose was Dracula from the Netflix animated series, the animation one on Netflix. Because I mean, like that, and then you go up and you burn his wife at the stake.
What?
And you get really, you don't remember who Dracula is from Netflix.
No, I know. I don't know if James has watched it.
No, I mean, I haven't watched all of it, but I'm just saying it.
Oh no, we having some audio issues.
Some technical difficulties.
There we go.
So what? No, I'm saying like what he did, yeah, was wrong, but I mean he had a reason for they literally the people that like the church didn't really have a reason to burn that woman. Of course, they thought she was a witch.
She was a witch, though.
Yeah, she was a witch, but all she was doing was just science and medical healing. But of course, as a human race, the unknown is scary. So, but his whole it was because literally he just once he lost his wife, he just didn't have the urge to live anymore.
So you'd say just it's understandable what he did because of his loss.
So I mean, like, it's understandable because when people when people that are in like a long relationship or something like that, when somebody dies, like especially in your older ages, your heart really can't take it anymore. You're not like that far along behind them either. So it's like it's an understandable way and why he did what he did. But I mean, how he did it was it right? Nah, it wasn't. That man was killing everybody. It didn't matter if you had kids, family. It didn't even matter if you weren't even part of it.
Yeah.
Everybody dying. But it was just a suicidal run that he was doing. And then of course the ending of it was really sad also with his son. But
so I think
literally
James,
what it was.
I think James is trying to relate to the chaos in one's mind, their mental.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that what he's saying, James?
Why are you so close to the mic?
all I'm saying is I know how everybody thinks the Joker is like a psychopath and like how he just goes on rampage, which yes he is in the case.
What do you mean think?
But listen, if you look at like if you look at all his multiple backgrounds that he had, there's numerous ones. Like first he was a bank robber, he was a struggling comedic, he was trying to, raise for his family and all this other stuff, and just the chaos and everything around him just gulfed him up and made him who he is now. The Joker, an insane psychopathic killer who cares about nothing, not even himself. He just cares about just making the world a joke. And like there's different versions of him. Huh?
Which Earth Joker are you talking about then?
Well, I mean, the sanest one I could probably think of, not the laughing joke. I'm talking about like when he goes crazy and tries to kill every single person on the earth, whatever like that. I'm talking about like, yeah, that one, yeah. Now I'm talking about like kind of like the, I don't want to call him like watered down, but you could kind of say that with the cartoon versions of the Joker that came out. I think it was like in the, what was it, 90s or something like that? When it was like Batman. I'm talking about that version of the Joker.
I mean, I thought if you were gonna relate a certain way to the Joker, I would relate it to the most recent movie Joker, live action movie Joker, like
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah,
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah,
Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah,
it's like you can just have one bad day.
Yeah, and
there
it
it is.
and
We're just one bad day away from being the Joker.
Yeah,
but then the thing with that is, I don't know if that's the actual like standalone Joker or is that like the DC version Joker. Like if that's just.
I mean, there's all different origins for Joker, and they continuously get created. I mean, his origin story is muddy on purpose because, once again, everyone's one bad day away from being this character.
Yeah, and that's true. But
I think that I think as far as the movie, I think it's a standalone. I don't think the DC universe, cinematic universes, they can't do what Marvel did, obviously, because they fucked that up. So I think they just trying to just do movies. And then
yeah, I don't know what their game.
I think anybody can relate.
Animations are good.
Yeah, but I mean, anybody can relate to that Joker. Honestly, like you said, one day, just snap of the finger. I could see that every day at work.
Jesus Christ.
They're gonna use this video for testimony. We're gonna get called to court and be like, "Look, officers, I had no idea he was like this."
No, I'm just saying, like, how the companies be treating people at work or whatever, and it's with the whole COVID thing. I know people, especially playing on the games and stuff, they literally lost their job because of COVID. Like one day, and they lost everything. Now they're almost bankrupt or whatever like that. So
yeah,
I'm just saying, like,
one bad day.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So a lot of people could actually relate to the movie version of Joker.
I think I was gonna do the MCU Killmonger, but I was like, no.
Damn, your neck okay down there?
I'm like, no.
I gotta check in on you.
I'm like, no, because all Killmonger is just he's just woke. He's just an angry woke black man. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have anything special about him. I'm saying he's just military trained. There's like 100 of them. You know what I'm saying? He don't stand out. So I decided to do Magneto.
Okay.
Now wait for it. So as you know, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King was a template for Xavier and Magneto, right? So now Magneto's Jewish. He's like a double minority. He's Jewish and he a mutant. So imagine as us being black, somebody came and like just genocide all of us, right?
Yeah.
So now, but we're all mutants too. So now you're hearing that the government is trying to capture us and keep us in camps and shit. Like, you're gonna be feeling a certain type of way. You're gonna be like, oh fuck no, you got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Magneto.
Right. So
you got powers too.
Yeah. So I mean, okay, yeah, he was a terrorist. He lashed out. He attacked random stuff. Yeah. But
well, actually, he didn't attack random stuff. His stuff was calculated.
Right. But I mean, there was terrorist acts to some people. So it's like,
I mean, everything is just like you blow up a building, terrorist act. that building just got blown up by a
I mean, I just feel like
flash fire.
Yeah, I just like for him to go through what he's gone through, and for him to just like for you to want to like get rid of, for you to go through a Holocaust survivor, and then you in your newfound race, somebody wants to get rid of that too.
Yeah, and go through the Holocaust again.
Yeah, like
just a mutant this time, but this time he has the ability to stop it.
Right. So I mean, I can't blame him for being so aggressive. Sometimes he's been a good guy. I don't know why he was a good guy. I don't know why he was part of the X-Men, but he
Charles,
was,
man. His relationship with Charles.
Yeah, he was. And okay, that's all good and all, but nah, I need you to be, and I don't know about y'all, but my mom have a Malcolm X poster in her hallway.
Mm-hmm.
So that resonates with me. Like,
yeah, there's no Malcolm X pictures anywhere in my house. Just saying.
Yeah, I feel that. So that's why I kind of like can rationalize, because I'm not like 100% have all the knowledge about Malcolm X, but I do understand what he stood for and what he was about. And then for me to have that picture, see that picture like almost all of my childhood in the hallway.
It's like you might be been brainwashed, is what it sounds like.
Is it?
Right. It sounds like what you're telling me is ever since I was a kid, I saw Malcolm X every day in my house. And then they created a villain based on the thing I saw in my childhood, which brings me comfort. That's what that sounds like.
It brings me warmth.
It brings me warmth. If mutants happen and Dante gets the ability of magnetism, then we all need to watch out because Dante ain't having none of our shit.
Right?
No, it's just like I feel comfort. I feel warmth.
I'm gonna see Dante in the bow tie, all suited up. We're like, okay, Dante.
just
with just his fist like this every time he uses the power. He'd be like,
But yeah, I mean, it's just and I like Magneto because his powers kind of I guess range from
completely ridiculous.
Yeah,
dude.
But
anything metallic or any metallic figure or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Put him in a plastic room, that's a wrap.
Like anything that's like metallical base.
Yeah.
So whatever thing that I'm saying got some type of metal in it, he can control it, and that's a lot of shit. That's a lot of stuff.
Now,
I don't know. I'm not having no technical issues.
Yeah, I'm good over here.
What's going on?
I don't know.
Welcome back.
Your audio was in and out, but yeah. So I mean, that's why I chose him because
the country.
Yeah. So we gotta forgive him, everyone. But yeah. So I mean, that's I can relate to him the most because he's easily, like without question, relatable to minorities, whether you're black or Jewish, LGBT, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can relate to a struggle, like especially if you're a double minority like that. If you black and gay, imagine you can relate to that type of struggle.
Yeah, going through that crap all over again.
Yeah.
But I forgot to introduce y'all.
Are we doing introductions now?
Yeah, we might.
Game, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do introductions. In my top left, Mr.
You know it shifts every time.
Oh, does it? Do I have that? Oh, well, you got my bad, Ghost Knight 16, and you got Afro Kinisu, Afro Kinisu, whatever. You got Yori, aka Alex. You know about the hit, aka Yoshi. I called him Yoshi by accident.
Oh no, you did it.
And
yeah,
Yoshi. I let Yoshi.
I didn't let it go.
That's why his name is.
Oh, Yoshi's a new name now. Yoshi.
Yoshiori. But
Yoshiori.
Yeah, so I forgot the introduction. So I mean, there you go.
Hey,
now we all here.
First
now we all here.
Yeah, we all here. We've been talking this whole time, didn't know each other.
Right.
Yeah, so like Killmonger, I guess he can be relatable if you woke.
Yeah,
but he's boring. Like bigger, like I don't think the regular version of him in the comic books was like that. I don't think.
No, it wasn't. They kind of changed it.
But yeah, he's just boring. The MCU version.
So wait, so what makes him boring to you? Because a lot of people beg to differ.
Yeah.
No, he's great. The character in the MCU is great. Like he's woke, he has a lot of knowledge, and that's great. But it's like the whole, and that far as that movie, all you want to do is just be king. Like you just want to kill your cousin.
He wants to rule over everything.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think it was just to kill his cousin.
Yeah, I mean, he wants to enslave. He wants to do what the world did to him, but to everyone, in the world.
He wants that retribution, man. I mean, people kind of relate to that when
he's here for vengeance.
They're stuck on the bottom and they see everybody above him. He wants to.
I think you gotta have layers.
He wants to uplift. He wants to uplift black people
through violence
by stomping out everyone else.
Exactly. He's like the militant version, and then you got Black Panther as like, I whip your ass, but I'm here. Passive,
comparatively speaking, I rather go with because
she faded back there.
I mean, you talking about? I was just saying, I thought you'd go with Killmonger because he's like talking. He's not just talking. He's fighting. He's like, we'll take your hands off. Like,
so I mean, but it's like he doesn't. I think Magneto's more layered.
You mean like he doesn't really have like a message per se?
Magneto definitely has a message. I mean, Killmonger got a message. He has a message. I just think Magneto is just more layered as far as his psychological, you know what I'm saying, what he's been through, what he's trying to do. He's trying to uplift. I guess they both trying to do the same thing. They are trying to do the same thing.
Trying to do the same thing in different methods.
I just like Magneto better. So
I mean, well, there it is.
All right, Yoshi. What's your
my villain?
Yeah.
Dante sit here just like, I know who it is. that face. He like, I sneaked a peek the other day.
On his browser, I caught him slipping.
He did. I actually was slipping a little bit. I was like, nah, that ain't real. All right, let's keep watching. So, give you a disclaimer. Don't agree with everything this individual does.
Oh boy.
Just most of the things he does. Sometimes he be really messing up though. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about when I say him. But so the villain of the hour, however long this thing goes, to trump all y'all villains, because most of that was garbage.
What?
Is actually
he on that shit.
Actually, yes,
I'm about to boot him out.
Fire.
I'm about to boot him out.
It's actually Lex Luthor, okay? Now let me talk to y'all about my man Luthor.
Over the Joker?
Yes.
Yeah, Lex Luthor is better over Joker.
Much better.
He's more layered.
No, there's multiple layers to Luthor, but I'm mainly gonna talk about one layer of Luthor that everyone just ignores. Because I have every single villain superhero complex that gets paired, Lex Luthor and Superman by far is the best hands down that I've seen. So when you sit there and think about just the duality of those two, what Superman represents and what Luthor represents, a lot of the time Luthor is always representative this guy who just wants power. And that's kind of it. And to a degree, that is right. He does want power, but power gives you the ability to change things. Like Superman. Superman's an alien, crash lands on Earth, and it's pretty much yo, I don't agree with the shit y'all are doing. I'm gonna stop it. No laws, no regulations, no nothing. Didn't talk to humans, isn't from Earth. Literally an alien coming down to Earth and being you can't do that no more. Superman stops humans' freedom. He also stops their growth and ability to fix issues, because whenever some problem occurs, who's there to save all the humans? Superman. Yeah. When Superman comes down to Earth and humans have problems, humans stop solving their own problems. because you got practically a god here to save you every single day. You want to fall off a building? Superman's there to protect you. You want to like rob someone over there? Superman's there to protect you. Now, I'm not saying robbery is good, tripping off buildings is good and things like that. But when you take away people's abilities to grow and learn from their mistakes and let their problems get solved by someone else, hence Superman, you stop humanity's ability to grow. You stop humanity's ability to develop. You stop their experience in life to relate situations to situations because they stop putting themselves in hard situations to make them grow. So when you sit there and think about it, Luthor is trying to destroy Superman because Superman's a poison for the human race. Superman prevents any of that from happening. So like, even think about it right now. Any situation that was difficult in the past that you've been through, whether it's relationships, whether it's, oh crap, my car broke down, or maybe it's, I'm starving, I need to learn how to cook or do something to fix this issue, whether it's trying to beat a FromSoft game and that boss is just handing you the hands, you overcame that situation. So then when you encountered it again, it was a lot easier. You had the experience, you had the know-how. If Superman was there, you would have never learned those things because he just would have did it for you. And you'd be stuck out whenever it happens again. So that's why when you think about the dynamic between Superman and Lex Luthor, overcoming adversity is what makes you stronger. If there is no adversity to overcome, you don't get stronger. You are consistently weaker as a person. Now multiply that globally with every single human, because Superman does it at one point. At one point, Superman literally takes over the earth and is like, y'all all are under my control. So, oh, nice, you upgraded the beat then. So at that point, what are you willing to risk for safety? Are you willing to risk your entire humanity and the ability to grow just to be safe? Are you willing to completely stop growing and be stagnant? And that's what Superman represents, a stagnant world. While Lex Luthor represents freedom. He represents the ability to grow. He represents you being able to do what you put your mind to. That's why Lex Luthor is pretty much like the greatest villain of all time in my eyes.
I think you need to be watched because
yeah, right?
you put, as expected, you put a lot of thought into this. Mm-hmm. You need to be watched in case you get an ass load of money.
Yeah.
What?
Well, the thing was, on top, like, I said somebody that's basically the same thing as Lex Luthor, the Screenslaver. It's basically just a female version of Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, I mean, Lex Luthor is a great villain, but Screenslaver was also a great villain for that small amount of time. Lex Luthor had a long span of time. She had a small amount of time, and she was already and she proved to be a really, really great villain. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, when I was watching the movie, like, I think I watched Incredibles like 4 or 5 times or something. Like, I slowly was like, all right, I really understand why I like Screenslaver so much. Because I was like, I was like, I really like this villain. And then, like, as I was keep watching, I was like, I can understand why, because she's like, fuck these heroes, because y'all, I mean, I understand y'all want these heroes, but y'all are just becoming complacent, and it's just like, that's just useless. So she's just like, nah, I'll just make the Screenslaver so I can try to jeopardize the signing for all the heroes to come back, so the heroes don't come back. And that's why I think the next Incredibles was going to come back. The next Incredibles is going to come out, because I know they're going to create it, because they left a big open door for that, to show what happens when you have heroes and what's going to happen to this civilian. Because the Incredible series, even though it's only like 2 movies, both their villains make sense. Both of them. Mm-hmm. Sinestro and Screenslaver. They both make sense. And you can relate with them, and you can understand why they did what they did. So I'm like, whoa, what's the third villain gonna be like? Like, that's
it's probably gonna be Civil War. It's probably gonna be themselves, to be honest with you.
Honestly, probably. But it's just, but even though the leader of that Civil War is probably gonna have a good reason on why XYZ is this.
It'd be interesting if Mr. and Miss Incredible split and they became the leaders of their civil war, like respective parties.
Yeah, I can kind of see that because Miss Incredible is all about she's all about her family and everything, which is understandable. Mm-hmm. But you can't escape the fact that your kids are supers also. So there's nothing you can really do about that. They have to live out their way as supers, or they can just be regular. Which suppression, if you are a super, I can consider that being very depressing. Like you have all these things, and you see something happen, and you're just like, I can't do this because X, Y, Z. I just have to let it happen. Which seeing that kind of stuff will kind of make an impact on you. I mean, look at what happened in Incredibles 1 when Mr. Incredible saw that guy get shanked and got robbed, and like his boss was like, you can't go out here. That man literally grabbed that dude and threw him through a bunch of walls. Like he was mad. He was really mad.
At that moment, he knew he fucked up.
Yeah. So it's like you can't really be mad. Like the Incredible, like if it comes to like heroes, superheroes, the movies and stuff like that, The Incredibles is the perfect example of how it would be as a superhero if superheroes were real. It would be the perfect example.
Yeah, I can.
DC and Marvel, they're horrible representations. But Incredibles is a perfect example.
I think certain aspects in DC and Marvel play pretty well into it. Like for DC, because the only ones that really like super like that, at least like in the mainstream of it, is like Superman, Wonder Woman. Those like the main people that you see. Of course, there's a few others that are pretty ridiculous, but DC doesn't have as ridiculous as people that are literally gods like Marvel does.
Well,
like, I'm not talking about that aspect. I'm talking about the actual aspect of you actually get to see them struggle. Like you see them struggle with normal life things. DC and Marvel, you rarely see their heroes like struggle. The only one you is Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. He's literally the only one you see that actually like struggles with school and money and all that. But Incredibles, you see them go through everything. Bills, struggling with trying to be a super, watch the thing,
being
and
a
like
family.
struggle with normal working life, like as a realtor and all that. Being a family, those things are really like that's why I say Incredibles like technically is, in my opinion, one of the best of the what a representation of what heroes, how the life of a hero would be. So it's just like that's why I love Incredibles so much, like because it's just something that you can just resonate with. So, and I mean also that's why I like Spider-Man. Spider-Man is still my favorite Marvel hero because he actually has struggled in life.
First of all, this chat is about villains, so can we stick to the topic of villainy? Okay.
But back to Screenslaver, Screenslaver and Sinestro. Like I was gonna choose them two. I was gonna like choose one of them, but I was just like, let me just go branch off to somebody else. And that's why I chose like Dracula, because Dracula, he's understandable also his situation, him going through the depression and everything. First wife he got that was human, and he didn't turn her into a vampire. He let her study, and he had a child with it. He had a life that he didn't think he was going to be able to have because he's a vampire. So him being able to find that for I don't know how long that man lived, 1,000 years, being able to find that, and then it just being snatched away by the people she's trying to help. Oh yeah, I'm be hot, like I'm gonna be boiling. So it's like, that's why I chose Dracula. Like that's understandable. But
I mean, the other guy I was actually thinking about was one off of Code Geass, the main character. How he kind of Luce. How they kind of turn him into it, because I could kind of relate to that, because it's kind of hard to. It's like it's either you try to go peace or you try to go the militant way. He kind of went and just controlled everybody because he had the power to control everyone. So it's kind of hard not to do that, especially if you look at his past. You saw his parents, you look at the end or whatever like that, what they did to his family, and they turned them against each other and stuff like that. So like, I could kind of relate to that.
What were you about to say, Dante?
I don't remember now.
He was eyeing me strangely, like I was ready to take over the universe or something.
Yeah, that would have sounded like. You talking about me? I'm brainwashed. It sounded like you about to like Pinky in the brain. Like, what we gonna do tonight, Pinky? You like?
I'm just saying, it's there. Like the duality between the two is there. You have someone who can literally accomplish anything he wants with no struggle whatsoever. Superman. But humans aren't like that. That's not realistic.
Yeah,
but then also, you think about that. What's Luthor gonna do when he has all that power? What's it say? He's
the fucking
Luther's
world.
actually done a lot of good.
Yeah, but different perspectives might not see it the same way. Like
the problem with Lex Luthor, is that Lex Luthor, he is a genius, but he's easily persuaded
by power.
He is easily by power.
He was a president.
Like Brainiac,
yeah,
Brainiac,
president.
Darkseid, like all that stuff. He is easily persuaded by them, like because I'll give you this and this. Right, Lex, come on.
Everything can be done with a business transaction, but you have to think about it though. That's the point of it. Lex Luthor's human, just like everyone here. There's things that all of us will be willing to trade for, and then there's certain things we'd be like, nah.
Magneto.
What are you talking about? Not Magneto. What you mean?
Magneto, he has a vision. It's a straight line.
You telling me Luthor doesn't have a vision? It's a straight. He got put in a plastic ball. His vision ain't. His vision's transparent now. All right then. Tell me a time when Luthor got put in a plastic ball and he was like, man, I guess I'm stuck.
That's a minor inconvenience. That's a minor inconvenience.
But if you put it in that perspective, then Joker has no competition.
Wait, Joker has no competition. He's in a bat suit. Like, what you mean?
If Batman could just kill Joker, focused. No, Batman just need to kill Joker and he's done. Like literally and figuratively, he's done.
I mean,
another Joker will come. And that's kind of like the running trend of Joker is the fact that anyone can be him.
Pretty much.
But as a villain, would you want somebody to be you, or are you trying to leave a legacy of villainy?
A legacy of villainy. Talking about me.
What Yori has said was right though. Lex Luthor has done a lot of good. Like he did make the Illuminati.
He saved the Earth with the Injustice League, which is very weird to even say out loud. But he's literally saved the Earth. He's been Earth's protector. He's not here for Earth's destruction. He just wants to push humanity to the next stage. Yeah, yes, he does use corruption. He does use politics. He does at some point start cloning things. Like, okay, I get it. But the thing is, these are tools to be used. It always depends on how you use these tools.
We cloning stuff right now anyway.
We're not saying they have a moral compass.
I'm not trying to argue. There are definitely things that you can be like, that doesn't sound too humanitarian to me. Like,
there's definitely flaws in all of them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they're human, you know.
It's just that what they do, why they do what they do, it's like almost goes into like a blurred line of good and evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, are they like I said, like with each person y'all mentioned, it's like, are they really evil? If you look at it sideways, are they really that bad?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one like aspect when I was watching the Castlevania. I was like, is he wrong? Like they had a year to atone for what they did, but they celebrated burning her. Like they made the big burning her. They celebrated it. Like when he came that, like when he
probably saw that, river dancing like, around the body.
They was like, he was like, So when he probably saw it, he was like, "Oh, these niggas think I'm not fucking playing fireballs."
Fireballs. So like the thing is though, like when I watched that episode, I was like, that Dracula, like he stopped eating humans completely, right?
Yeah, he literally
all he did was want to live in that castle. So I'm like,
and be with his wife.
So like to be for real, like maybe Dracula of the past, from that point in the past that we didn't see. That point, maybe he was evil and doing bad things. I'm gonna assume he killed some people. He ate some drinks.
He's right.
Yeah. But at this point, he's a changed person. Then the question becomes, does he deserve redemption? Like, at what point is redemption reserved only for these people, but not those people? Like, is Dracula redeemable if he's killed 3 generations of people so he can live? And suddenly he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna kill y'all no more. Is that okay?
See, the thing is about Dracula, and a lot like everybody tries to go like everybody kills this man because how it start. Dracula, everybody tries to go to that man's castle. because that castle is ridiculously strong.
They really do. Though.
That castle is
a
ridiculously
whole family
strong.
that
And I'm just like,
rob.
leave the Belmonts. The Belmonts.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dracula. The funny story about Dracula. All Dracula wants is a family. That's literally all he wants. Now, the bad part about it is that when he creates these family members and stuff, you get those bad apples that just leave. I'm gonna go kill everybody, ex machina, and just But it's just like, but him himself, he just wants a family. And when he realized that his wife was like the way to do it, he was like, you know what? I think this is the best way for me to do it. And he told all the vampires, hey, stop feeding. Stop doing that. Like if you're gonna eat something, feed off of animals because they can do that. And they did it, but they were like, I'm sick and tired of this. I want to eat humans. It's like
it was a different taste.
Yeah, it's a different. And Dracula's is over here just.
Like, I mean, in essence, what you just told me here is Dracula looked at these vampires and was like, all y'all go be vegan. And they were like, why? And Dracula was like, because we don't want y'all to hurt the earth no more. And they're like, no. That's pretty much what happened. So I can understand the other vampires being like, my guy, like, we're not. But is there a way for them to feed without killing humans?
Yes, you can make a thrall. A thrall is a person that a vampire feeds off of. They don't eat them. They don't drink them, drain them all the way, but they just have them there. And actually, the bite of a vampire is actually like, it's not like everybody has this thought of, oh, it's painful or whatnot. But actually, it's like, best way to put it, it's like sex. Like that's that's literally the best way to put it. Like I can't really.
I guess how they have powers to do that. I mean, certain it depends on the depiction of vampire.
When Dracula, when certain vampires bite, like best perfect game, Vampire the Masquerade. When you bite people on Vampire the Masquerade, your character bites them, and it like depending on how you bite the people. If you go have a conversation with the chick and like you're talking to her and you're like let me feed off you, she's like yeah sure, and then you caress her face and you just bite her, and then you leave her just like in a date, like she's not, like she's just zoned out.
Yeah, it's like the vampire's charm that they use.
Yeah,
before
that's it. That's all that happens, and then like they wake up and they go on with their life.
I think if there could be a donation clinic where you could get paid money for vampires to bite you, I think humans would be pretty okay with that.
The funny thing about it, Vampire the Masquerade is one of the best
depictions.
What's the word? It starts, depictions of how vampires live in that world. I don't think there's any other game like there are certain vampires that will just steal from the blood clinic because they're not trying to break the masquerade and feed in public, because feeding in public breaks the masquerade, and if you break the masquerade too much, your own vampire brethren will come and mark you off because you messed up too many times. So
hey, what's our time check, Dante?
Shit, I don't know.
What, we got time checks? What?
I mean, you want to just upload an hour and 26-minute video?
Like, fuck it, I don't care. Like,
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm just wondering.
I was like, but
for 24 hours, man. What you talking about?
No, you tripping. He on dope.
Oh wow,
he definitely on dope.
Hold on, huh?
But yeah, I mean,
that's just. Go ahead.
No, like what Kenny was saying. He said Dracula. It seemed like Dracula just be chilling. People keep fucking with him. Like Magneto. Like Magneto, he had a whole asteroid to himself, just chilling. He away from everybody, literally from all of civilization. And some people want to roll up to his asteroid and be like, hey, we like what you did back in the day. We fuck with you. So let us stay here with you. And he's like, all right, yeah, whatever. Then some shit happens and now he's back to his little evil self again. And then he got his own island of Genosha, however way he got it. And then Sentinels attacked his whole entire island, killed everybody. Like that, like you can only push a man so far. One bad day, James.
One bad day. Yeah.
One bad day. And it's just like it's so many times where he's just been sitting, just chilling. He's like, okay, look, I'm done blowing up oil tankers and stuff like that. I want to just relax and just be with my thoughts. and somebody always coming and messing with him. Like, leave the man be. Yeah, he's wanted.
he might be 6-star wanted in GTA, but just let him go over there though.
Yeah, but let him go. Like give him. I think what the storyline was with the Genosha thing, they gave him that island so he can chill out.
Oh, to appease him.
So yeah, to appease him. Cause like, yeah, you fucked us up. You screwed us over like countless times. The X-Men stopped you, but you did so much damage. Meanwhile, let's just give him his whole entire island so he can just rule have his little mutant country and leave us alone. And somebody sent Sentinels over there and it's like, hey, Magneto's chilling. We forgot about him. Let's go fuck with him. Huh. And they just sent some Sentinels over there and destroyed the whole island. Like, if somebody came into my house and started talking shit to me and started throwing shit, trashing shit, blowing up stuff, I would be upset. Like, I naturally would be upset. So I'm gonna try to go back after the people.
Like John Wick when they killed his dog. So we had a whole 3 movies.
One bad day. One bad day. One bad day. His bad day with his dog.
John Wick, his reason was not only because they killed his dog. They killed his dog after he buried his wife.
I know. Yeah,
so that's
but the simple fact that we got
and they took his car.
So this man.
Then you got 3 movies of him killing people because of the dog.
Yeah, those movies are good though.
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I can watch them like all day, but John Wick is a bad man. That's a bad dude right there. But like if you're a dog lover, I would think that you would go to the ends of the earth. Yeah, look, he's racking up.
Oh my gosh.
But I don't know if you've seen the back to my event. I don't know if you've seen the episode, Alex. Yori, of the.
Well, fuck it, it's out the bag now. Just my.
Yeah, right.
Never can rob a bank with y'all.
You seen
never rob a bank with any of y'all.
But
I ain't said name that one time, but they'd be like, hey, give me that bag real quick. Got the mask and everything.
But I don't know if you've seen the episode, but one of the episodes, Drago's wife was working in one of the her labs, and the priest came in and started messing up stuff. And she was like, listen, you can destroy all my work, but do not harm me. And then they were like, what? And they started dragging. She was like, no, he's doing so well. Don't harm me. I'm like, I warn y'all. Like,
yeah.
And hey.
I mean, that's what happened, but yeah. I remember seeing it.
Yeah, I still gotta watch that whole thing, man.
Same. I haven't finished it.
Yeah. Dude.
All right, Dante, thoughts?
I enjoyed this. This was fun.
Yeah,
you enjoyed this.
We're definitely gonna do episode 2.
You gonna leave a preface on what the topics will be?
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it.
You're gonna let the viewers know?
No.
Come back, maybe you'll like it.
Yeah, if you really give a shit and you want to know, then come back for episode 2.
If you think about
your release date.
Subscribe and hit that bell.
Ring that bell.
Hold up.
Oh no.
If you like this video, please hit like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications.
The bell's down, just to let you know.
It's somewhere. I don't know where the video gonna go.
I don't know. It's his first time doing this.
It's literally down here.
It's right.
If you enjoyed my friends, Donatello and friends, if you enjoyed the conversation, their social media links may be in the description.
Maybe.
No, James ain't fucking with it. Ain't nobody fucking with it. My link will be in the description. We'll figure it out. Yeah, Kenny ain't fucking with it. So James and Kenny ain't fucking with it. Cool.
I might.
But yeah, so
man, I'll send you my page of the Afro Kanisu page. But
That's
Yeah, I
fine.
gotcha.
That's fine.
I'll work on it. It's a work in
I
progress.
haven't done that game you thing in a minute anyway. So,
But
that look.
but yeah, stay tuned. Episode 2. Alex, what are you doing?
Next episode of Blerd Talk.
Nothing.
Next
We don't
episode
know
of
what to
Blerd Talk,
expect.
episode 2. I don't know. It could be anything. We could be talking about.
That's telling them what we're gonna talk about.
That's why it's called Blerd Talk, man. You come in, it's a blur.
No. Oh my god.
Blur.
I'm done. I'm done.
Video.
Come in for the bad jokes and the corny punchlines. I'm here all day.
All right. Fuck this.